Hello everyone, I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. It's not scripted though, so I might go on way longer than I wanted to. But I've made an AU, a TADC AU. Yeah. And you're going to be probably wondering, like, why am I seeing a scribble of a dormouse hugging Spamton right now? This is supposed to be a TADC AU. Well, you see, what I've done is I've thought of an AU where I take Caine and replace him with Spamton. And it could either be just a funny AU where Spamton replaces Caine, and it could lead to, like, funny antics and stuff like that, or it is serious, and it was just, like, more serious, and I've actually made a backstory. I'm going to try and be as brief as possible, but basically, Spamton, a real person, his name's Samuel, not like it really matters, but basically, he's a real person. He worked for CNA, and CNA, shortchanged him, and he got really mad about it, and he goes in to, like, try and mess with, like, the headset or whatever, but he puts it on, and he's like, okay, wait, this is freaking crazy, I might be way over my head, and he takes it off, and they find him, and they're like, hey, get out of here, and he's like, okay, and he leaves, okay, I'm being really fast because I actually recorded this before, and it went on for way longer than I wanted it to. But anyways, so basically, then they realized, like, the people working on, and it was, like, in its way early phase, like, way beta phase. Like, I feel like Kinger wasn't even, like, they were focused on other stuff. They weren't even focused on, like, the thing right now. But, like, these people were focused on, like, the actual, like, whatever. And so basically, and they realized that I'm going with the theory of that, like, the copied consciousness theory. So basically, they look in and they see, like, oh shoot, this guy is in here, but he's not connected to the thing. He's not connected to the thing. So it's like, oh my god, it's a consciousness in here. This is freaking crazy. And so they start, like, doing things with it, start experimenting. They're like, this is just a consciousness, even though it's a consciousness of a human. It's basically a human in there, even if it's a conscious. They're like, even if it's a consciousness, but they're, like, basically like, oh, it's a consciousness. We can do stuff and it'll be fine. And so they basically, they start doing stuff, and they get Kinger and, and the others to work on him, and they're, like, basically just, like, this guy, and this guy, maybe it was Scratch that found out, and then they're like, this guy, that's, whatever, they start working on him, they say, like, he's super advanced AI, he acts like a human, but he's not a human, he's an AI, so don't worry, and now basically just, like, teach him that, like, he's supposed to be an AI, supposed to be, like, a ringmaster or whatever, and for the people that are going to, explain, the whole thing that he's going to be, and they're like, okay, and so they basically just, like, almost like you're trying to brainwash someone, literally, that's what they're doing, that's what they do, they're unaware this guy's a person, like I said before. And so basically they start, like, talking to this copy of, like, Samuel's or Spamton, like, consciousness, and they start, like, talking to him and, like, showing him all these things and, like, doing whatever, and this guy literally has, like, a mental break, both because of his situation and because of, like, what they are doing. And so basically, this guy just becomes, like, literal Spamton that believes, like, he is an AI, even though he's not an AI, believes he's an AI, and that he's, the ringmaster, and whatever, this broken man, poor man, but ringmaster, and basically everything, like, and then everything goes on after that, like, this guy is here for however long until the people, the people go in there, and they have whatever, and, it just basically goes on, and I want to say that it's definitely more of, this guy is an interesting character, considering the fact that he's a human, that, that thinks he's an AI. So, yeah, it's an interesting idea, but, yeah. It's an idea. I don't know if you understand what I say completely, because I'm trying to be quick with this, but yeah. Tell me if I'm freaking crazy for making it or not. And I will try to expand upon it, considering the fact that I think it's an interesting idea. Also, side tangent, still on TADC, the freaking trailer. I watched the trailer. I remember as soon as I saw the thumbnail, because like I clicked on this short and it mentioned like the trailer just came out, and I'm like, oh shoot! I immediately clicked out the short and I went to a Glitch Productions channel, and I saw it and I was like, oh my! As I saw the thumbnail, I literally cried. I literally cried because it is scary and I am so worried for Jax, and I swear to God, he better not abstract. I want to believe that they can't abstract, and abstraction was something that Caine was tied to, and it doesn't exist anymore. I want to believe that. I want to believe that. Jax, he cannot abstract. I don't want him to abstract. He cannot abstract. I don't want him to. I really don't want him to. I really don't want him to. That is my final thoughts. I really don't want him to, and I don't want anyone else to abstract. I'm just really scared. But anyways, so yeah, there is my TADC Spamton AU. That could either be just silly Spamton inside the silly Spamton inside the digital circus being the freaking ringmaster, or actually serious man with a mental issue running this circus of other people that possibly have issues, which probably doesn't bode well. But anyways, yeah. What do you think? Did I go crazy, or am I crazy for making this or not? But this video is like it's not too long, but it's way longer than I want it to be. So yeah. Anyways, see ya guys later. Tell me what you think. Bye.